chatters. We'll get started in just a moment. I'm just making sure everything's up and working since my stream elements obviously isn't. If you just give me a moment. I didn't like that change from it going from whispering to then cheery vibey music. How dare! Hang on, I'm adjusting some things. Let's do that. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. Hi Nitro, how's it going? I'm trying to get my horror title back. I feel like I haven't played enough horror games as of late. I know that's just completely off. I didn't want that. Get back up here. Wait, no. I don't know what that does, so we'll leave that. Sleepiness? Then go to sleep. Simple solution. I'm trying to make sure everything's still working since obviously my stream elements is not. Oh, yeah. You're so right. You're so right. Alright. Stream elements, why aren't you working? Yeah, no shit. You say you're in my chat, but you're not. Like, what the? Whatever. It's fine. So I'm just getting a few last things set up and then we'll get started. I know you have a lot to set up. We also have a thing we have to do, remember? You just lurk. Can you actually do the lurk command to see if streaming elements will work after someone does a command? Just for my sanity. Also, is my volume good? Awesome. Okay, so that's working. Stream elements is just being temperamental. Good to know. Alright, I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and get... Oh. Music stopped.
Is she coming?
The whispers are creepy. I want to convince someone to help me, but... I feel sure someone would more than happy to help you. Alright, we're turning this back on. The whispers were creepy. I didn't like that. Alright, we're just gonna jump right in. The game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. You got that, chat? This is your warning. It's not suitable for children or people easily disturbed, so now is your time to dip out. Yes, that is the sub goal. If we hit 30 subs, I will get Lethal Company and I will play it with Blue. No! Nitro, no! Oh god, we're getting straight into it. Okay, Gregor. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Honestly, that kind of cabin? Me too. I just realized, where do I put my chat box? It's just kind of there in front of the man's face. I think we're gonna turn chat box off for this, because it sure is just on the man's face. Also, why does my game capture look kind of funky? Give me a second. So we have Gregor. Does that fix it? Nope, that just gets rid of it entirely. Full screen application? No. Go back to this one, I guess. Okay, we'll just deal with it. It's weird. Okay, Anatoly. Yeah, that's Anatoly. Finally a good place. Yeah. I can't wait to achoo! I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. Why is your name red? That's a little sus. Get those ingredients under control, Mariah. Limo imagining having others read the lines. I feel like delay would be too much of a headache to have do that. Otherwise, I would do that, but delay, I feel like delay would make it a headache. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine. So, why are y'all here? Why are y'all here? Why are y'all just in the cabin in the middle of the woods? For why? And why do you have a little creature on your shoulder, sir? So, are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? We need cooking companions and roleplay edition. Okay, that's it. No. It's not. No, it's not. I am not taking control of that. I got my own projects. No. Not many supplies here. I guess we'll have to go out and get what we need. Of course he does the glasses with the little anime shine bullshit. There's a fire for making stew, so let's gather up firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. Of course her name's Karen. Don't worry, I got it. Moon? What about Moon? What about Moon? Now Stream Elements works! What the fuck? I hate it here. Is Moon in chat? I'm not seeing Moon in chat. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. No? What? I'm confused. Nitro, what are you trying to tell me? I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. As in, Moon helps me make the cookie. Yeah, I get that, but the way you just screamed Moon in my chat made me think that Moon was in chat, and I just didn't see. I think the slime molds will be most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous, Anatoly? I could figure that out. I love this little creature. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's like, I don't know. It's not quite a squirrel, but it's a cute little creature and I love it. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek. It's a squirrel, but those ears are so big for it to be a squirrel. Squirrel ears aren't like that. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and bears. Brown bears around. Wanted to... I don't know. I'm just saying those aren't quite the ears for a squirrel. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Anatoly! Oh, yeah. Sorry, Mariah. Oh god, you're spelling like Starry now. Got carried away again. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some food we've brought. No. No, no. No, no, no. No, no. No. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting the food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright, everyone. Let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Oh, hello, Karen. Wait, you're Karen, right? Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with your cooking. Or helping out with the cooking. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I can read. I can talk. I can speak words. I'm gonna move follow goal. Because, oh, nope, that is sure the game screen. I'm trying to move follow goal so you can actually read it. Actually, that kind of works. Bump it down just a tiny bit. I just want it to be actually readable. Bah. There we go. Hi, Shadow. Welcome in. We just got started. It's interesting so far. Alright, I think Anatoly put this. Yeah, I already read that. Tutorial. To save the game, right click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to pull up menu. Okay. Okay. Save game. Oh! Back to game. Okay. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or exit the title screen to view unlockables. Didn't sleep at all? Homie, you need to go sleep. Go to sleep. Take some melatonin. Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting game without saving will remove progress you've made. Be sure to save. Do you have any experience making meals? Oh, do I actually? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, the second option's really funny. I think that's really funny. I like that. But I kind of want to say of course, but I like the probably not. I'm extremely lazy. It's kind of funny. It didn't work. I'm sorry, homie. I feel like this is not the stream for you to try to fall asleep to. It may look like a cute, cuddly dating sim, but it's not. I promise you. Let's do the probably not. I'm extremely lazy because I think it's funny. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Let me know if you need help with anything. I'm pretty good with a knife. Why'd you say it like that? Why did you word that sentence that way? That's not the way I would word that sentence. Karen looks pleased with your answer. Perhaps this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship? Karen will remember that. Okay, Undertale. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh! Okay. Your relationship is stronger! Okay. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Alright. Karen heads to the living room and starts dusting a little bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find ingredients for the meal tonight. Tutorial. You never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search for first? Let's start in order. Let's do the cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. And Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. Let's check behind the woodpile. There's nothing but cobwebs back here. Thankfully, no spiders. Let's check the cupboards again. You check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Alright, let's check the drawers. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. Behind the woodpile again. You look at the wood logs closer. This is just a pile of Norway spruce. The drawers. You check the drawer above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing? Cupboards again. You check the cupboard underneath the sink. You found a dead mouse! Oh no, please tell me we're not cooking with that. This would be a great gift to give. There we go. Oh, sorry. I accidentally kicked the cord that my microphone's connected to my computer with, and I had to catch my microphone, and it just turned it off completely. Sorry about that. Poison? Sure is poison. That would be a great gift to give Karen. So we're just gonna give her a dead mouse. Okay. Okay. You added the dead mouse to your inventory. Oh, great. I love that for us. Find the woodpile. The Norway spruce won't burn as hot as logs from an oak tree. These would be useless during a snowfall. The drawers. You check the drawer above the woodpile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all your might. Oh. Personally, I give it to Monica.
Cabbage!
The fuck? It's time! Chompets, sound off! Oh god. Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion. Oh my god, they're doing puns. Always merry raspberry. Potato. Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. We're the Chompettes. Why talk with these boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share them with you, our secret Chompette recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. I'm pretty sure I'm doing different voices each time I read these guys, but I don't care. That'd be the family plus Izzy. You'd be Potato. So true. Tutorial. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under Extra, but be sure to save the day. Be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate meat free. You unlocked your first recipe. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompettes, let's move out. Yeah, but who would be which one? And Nitro, I want you to make fan art of it. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. You wonder if what you saw was real. Yep. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. So true. So true. But only slightly. No, I'm a wee bit more concerned. Why are vegetables talking to me? And a piece of bread. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Why would he put cooking stuff in the bedroom? Idiot. I agree. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Oh, it's emergency supplies. I thought it was food supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in, you cook it about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You mix in some flour, pepper, salt, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to mixture. Hours pass. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have bigger bounty. Anatoly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. Mariah spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Remind me not to get on her bad side. That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. Oh, 160? Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. No. No. Almost all of them were near the couch. I'm not doing that. I'm going to sleep on the couch. Or I was going to sleep on the couch. Not I am. She's not going to anymore. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on the couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I can sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch. That is terrifying. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Why not let the 2 women have the bed? Whatever. Fine. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always planned on taking one of the beds. So true. Yes, queen. Yes, pop off. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Sweet dreams, chump. She's so mean. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. Oh, that actually looks really good. That's beautifully drawn. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. Yay! I got an achievement for that. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Okay, but like red as carrots? Oh, I don't know. Okay, I just saw something that's really funny. Can we look at what's his name? Anatoly's eyes real quick and how they're just not focused. Like I'm sorry. I see it and it's kind of funny. Oh wow, this smells delicious. You can crush on him all you want. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. Oh no. Oh no. Why that face? Why that face? I'm concerned now. Why that face? It's bland as hell. Karen! Tastes like every other vegetable stew I've ever had. So generic. Could probably use some meat next time. Gross! For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the whatever that word is, also known as strawberries, for some jam. He looks so derpy in this one frame. So true. Like, make man's pupils make sense. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Oh my god. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. I don't know if that's the word I would use, but okay. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for your friends. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. Day 0. Oh god, I'm scared. And just like that, I'm nervous. Oh, hey, Gregor. Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night, I didn't even need a blanket. Oh no!
What time is it?
About 1 hour until dawn. Oh no! Oh no, she angry!
Will you two pipe down, trying to sleep over here?
Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food. Honestly, I honestly can't see the trees outside right now.
Gregor, did you see any spiders last night?
There was a small one in my bedroom.
Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink.
Mariah turns a little pale. Karen's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrel tonight. If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout.
What's with you and meat, big guy?
Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone.
You know, I'm not, into meat.
That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today.
That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor.
Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries? I love blackthorn berries. You hungry? Yeah. We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod.
Thank you.
Thanks. She is not happy. She is not happy in the slightest. All this food talk sucks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. I feel like we're going to get into murder. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a hop in their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer full of chompets to keep you company. Oh god. Tutorial. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, and then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Okay, so our options are talk with the chompettes, check out the bedroom, look around the cabin, or go in the basement. See, my instinct is to go to the basement. Because I feel like there's some sketchy shit down there. But at the same time, I kind of want to check out the bedroom. Because I think Karen's hiding something. And she's staying in the bedroom. Basement? We think basement? I think we go to the basement. Speed things along because I feel sure there's some sketchy shit down here. This door goes to the basement. There's no reason to go to the basement right now. Bruh! You wait for the others to return. How dare. That was such a bait. They baited us. How dare. They baited us. Ah. We're back. That's not her voice. That's not the voice I meant to do. We're back. There we go. That's better. Yeah, we were baited. When you finish the game, let me know so I can tell you. Oh no. See? Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. Who knew the big guy would be scared of? Shut up. Hi, Moon. We're playing Cooking Companions. It's interesting. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands Gregor. It was just, Mermont? What's a Mermont? It was just a Mermont, Gregor. Not a monster. I'm Googling this. What is a Mermont? The fuck? I need to judge if this man is rightfully scared of this thing or not. Let's see. What does this thing look like? Oh! It's a groundhog. Man scared of a groundhog? Bruh. Mariah laughed so hard that your ears ring. That's so funny. Mariah. Such a big laugh coming from such a small little bean. My volume's a little quiet. Okay, I'll bump it up. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. That should be a wee bit better, hopefully. Also dropped my microphone earlier and it messed up all my settings. So that's probably why. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Girl, calm down. Stop Mariah from hyperventilating? Why are we thinking about this so hard? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? Oh my god, what the fuck? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of berries. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone is looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available items or ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some rice, onion, an egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Diving the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them to stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pour in the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. Oh, I love the beautifully drawn food. It's just simply good. Simply good art. Hey, I got an achievement for that. Even though I didn't do anything, I just read what it's told me. Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Anatoly looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. Do we get another derpy Anatoly? Yup. What's with him looking derpy here? Why they gotta do mans like that? He's just a guy. I am not reading that.
That's pretty darn good.
Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is.
The sauce is pretty red.
Did you use fresh tomatoes for it?
It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later.
Incredible! It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This really was something special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Of course. Of course, of course. Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. What do you mean? Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another... Am I supposed to be seeing a black screen? Am I supposed to be seeing a black screen here? Because I am. Okay. Cool. Murmur. Day 2. Good morning, everyone. Girl's had it. I love her. I love her. She's me in the mornings. Yes.
Again, Gregor. Can't you let us sleep in?
Not today.
Why?
Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour.
Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while.
Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner.
He's right.
The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had.
Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, which many areas with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today.
You really think it will flood? Yeah, English is hard. English is hard sometimes.
Thankfully, the cabin is high on...
I can speak. I can read.
Thankfully, the cabin is high on the ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters.
It's almost always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared.
You're losing it, Gregor.
Karen?
There's nothing to worry about.
I think Gregor's right, Karen.
Huh?
It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Anatoly. Let's go out and prepare for the storm.
Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt.
Give me a few minutes, and I'll plot out our route on some paper. I am struggling. My brain is going brr. Let me help, little guy. Alright. Anatoly and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. Tutorial. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with a certain character for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Huh. I feel like there is a right and wrong choice here. Especially considering... Well, Anatoly's not a choice here. I feel like there's a right and wrong choice. And I feel like the game wants me to pick Karen because we already have one relationship point with her. But at the same time, I'm not crying no rivers. I'm talking to you. You ought to cry some rivers. We can't talk to your boy. He's not an option. I feel like there's a certain path to get the most lore and stuff, so I'm gonna go Karen. Hey, this paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. What were the old days like? Are we old? Okay. I'm not sure what you mean. Extremely brutal, not as bad as times like these. I'm gonna say what. I'm not sure what you mean. Never mind. You must enjoy these antiques, huh? You bore Karen with some brief yet dull descriptions of items lying around. Cool, I'll tell, the others later. Ain't it like my grandparents? Oh my god. Karen looks disturbed by your comments. You hear a loud laugh from the other room. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Ooh? Ooh? Ayo? Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright, everyone. We have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. Why were you blushing, Gregor? Why were you blushing? Okay, the group leaves determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. Hey. What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Do I have no choice but to talk to them? Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got the strange radio. Oh god. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Inspect the kitchen, check the bedroom, look around the bathroom, go to the... I feel like we can't go into the basement yet. As much as I want to. I'm debating between these two. I have no reason so far from what we've heard from any of them to check the bathroom, but I feel like either the bedroom should have something because Karen is staying in the bedroom, and I feel like she's a part of something. But then the kitchen has the chompettes. So, which would we rather do, chat? Kitchen or bedroom? Wants a hint. No, I'm good. I just need help making decision. I want to go either bedroom or kitchen. Bedroom? You think the bedroom? Alright. I'm trusting you, Shadow. If it's a waste of time, I blame you. I'm kidding. Alright. I saw that blink sticking up. Poor Anatoly. Karen's snoring is so loud, she even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. Ah! I thought there would be something in there. You know the trick with people snoring is you just have to roll them onto their other side, and usually that fixes the problem. We should have just stayed in the kitchen. It's fine. Mariah's back early today. Oh. You okay, girl? Hey. The others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries. But nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. Oh. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food even with rationing to last if there's a big storm and we're stuck in here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. I didn't do shit. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? Oh. Yes, ma'am. Kill someone else. Murder. You nod. Thank you. Oh, that's a face.
That's a face right there. You've done such a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Mariah will remember that. Oh, do we get a point? Yeah, we get a point. Yes. The relationship is stronger. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday. Bro said if you don't kill them, I will. So true. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Of course, why wouldn't they? Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night. Sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning. Sailors take warning. Oh, that was ominous. So, we can expect Sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome! You're such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights, you could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. The rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah, I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Guilty. Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? Correct. I can see where ego fits too. Yeah, I was going to guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries into... You crush the berries in your small mortar, and I can't read, and Pestle is spreading it on some crusty bread. Ba-da! Dinner of champions. You... I love that cooked is in quotations. You cooked. Raspberry jam and bread. I have noticed that a lot of these foods are related to the Chompettes somehow, and that's a little unsettling. The bread's a little tuft. Gregor, don't look at Don't look... Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for. Sorry. I saw that wink. What do you mean to die for? What's this with me? No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah. Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for the dinner and heads off to sleep. And we're black screen again. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is writing on your back, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. What was that? What was that? What the fuck? What were you? Just a dream, right? I love... Okay, I just need to point out, because you guys can't see it, but I just got an achievement called Just a Dream, right? And it has this face right here as the picture. That was your cousin? I hate to break it to you, bro. Your cousin kind of scary. Wake up! Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. Try to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everybody nods in agreement and gets back to bed. We gonna have another nightmare? Apparently. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow. You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen. Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books of artesian crafting and natural sciences. Is this where we kill someone off? If so, I say we can get rid of Karen. I don't know. I'm a little scared of Karen. I feel like she can fight back. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at 27% of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of. Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to that, where, so the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening to Mariah. So intently, he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow.
Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Me neither. Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until the flood water stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. She knows. It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me the more crusty bread. Everybody laughs. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out of the kitchen while everyone's still... You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. I feel like we need to talk to the Chumpets. You get some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check on the Yep. I feel like we have no choice but to talk to him, and I was right. Hello! Hello! Don't worry, as leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Are your plans going awry? I hate it. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No. Her business is now toast. I hate it. That one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry milkshake. You let out an audible groan. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about the terrible pun. Why did that laugh sound like a pillager? So true. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompette comedy competition this year. Oh my god, the alliteration. Of course. Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Anyway, don't think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast or famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Oh. Oh, okay. Life or death. That's right. Chompettes, move out. Yeah, lock him up again. As well as talking about not eating us because Chompettes stick together. That seems to be a little sus, because we aren't a Chompette, so why would we be roped in with them and not eat them? Little sus. And also cornbread. Where is cornbread? They bring up cornbread. Where is he? Alright. The Chompettes somehow managed to close the door on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karen interrupts as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Karen is right. What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly. Oh, you grip... I said... I mixed up my words. You grip the knife tightly in your hand. Uh-oh. Murder? Murder times? You think this is enough? For 5 of us? Wait. We can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm, no scientist. Sorry. let's pick off the mold as much as we can. We can't leave the food. We can't leave the flood. We can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day. I can't read. I struggle. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we give it a chance. Anatoly, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf about climate here. You're illiterate, so that's definitely a lie. I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it. What do you think? Oh, no. Okay, Anatoly doesn't know his weather conditions from a hole in the ground. Karen is correct. Anatoly can read. I saw it with my own two eyes. Oh, no. We're having to pick sides. Okay, Oh, I already know which side Nitro wants me to be on. I mean, what proof do we have that he's illiterate? How do we know? But at the same time, you can't really tell if someone can read just by watching them read because, like, unless they're reading aloud. So, Anatoly on top because I already hate Karen. Well, she is a Karen. Alright, let's go with Anatoly. You must be going blind then. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make up something like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone, Anatoly. Karen has stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. Yeah! Good to have someone so positive around. Anatoly looks relieved. You think he'll remember that? I guess let's call it a day? Yeah. Or no, that's the wrong voice. I did Mariah's voice for Anatoly. Yeah. Sure. More nightmares? Everyone shovels off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Oh no, we are still awake. Okay, cool. Hey. Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Anatoly looks at you with a look of admiration. I almost said determination. I've been playing too much Undertale, and it shows. Heh. See you tomorrow. Doesn't he have to sleep in the same room with Karen? He does, and that's a little scary. Anatoly looks like he's blushing as he walks away. Okay. You're definitely sure Anatoly will remember that. Yay! So we have started a relationship with everyone except for Mariah. Okay. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to sleep very hungry. Day 3. Or day 4. It's day 4 now. You don't dream the... Oh, Padme is making all the noises. Hi, Padme. Hey, baby. You okay? Yeah? Alright. Sorry. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer can run if startled. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. Yeah, Padme as in Star Wars. That's what I named my service dog. And then I have a little puppy named Leia. And I love them both. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. Oh, I accidentally skipped. Or no. Okay, we're good. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Oh. Let's go talk to Mariah, because she's the only one we don't have a relationship with so far. And plus she's in the kitchen, so maybe we can talk to the Chompettes while we're in here. Oh, didn't hear you coming. I was just double checking if there was any food we might have missed. But I couldn't get the drawer open. Could you give it a try? You nod. Great! While you do that, I'm going to go get some more reading done. You think Mariah will remember that? That is the easiest relationship status we've ever gotten. Oh wait, no, we already did have one with her. Okay, I was wrong. I was mistaken. I thought we didn't. Later. Well, that means we're definitely talking to the Chompettes. You give the drawer a hard yank open. There they are. Hello! Is this the thunderstorm keeping you up all night? You just need to roll with it. Raspberry whispers so quietly, you lean over to listen to her. We need to talk soon. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways, no. No. You don't get to just do that. You don't get to just do that, Raspberry. I see you. I'm looking at you. Raspberry! Please don't let the others see us. That's right, Raspberry. Part of being a Chompette is secrecy. Wouldn't want those humans to overhear our meetings now, would we? But why? So are we not human? You keep regarding the others as humans. Are we not human? Is that why you talk to us? I'm still confused. You shake your head. Good. Chompettes, roll on out. You shut the drawer. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Wish the rain would just stop. You're all doing great. We must be almost at the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Me too. You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach. Wake up. I said, wake up. Hello, Raspberry. The rainfall has non-stop again. Did you have anything to do with this? Did you just get closer? You don't answer her question. Always thinking of your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Might save what little humanity you have left. At least I tried. I won't have a guilty conscience by the end of this. Go back to sleep, monster. You easily forget about Raspberry's conversation. No, we can't easily forget about that. No. Listen here. No. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh! I'm so glad I put the flashing lights warning. I didn't know for sure. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. So, okay, I wanna kind of just like break that down first, the dream, that is very Hansel and Gretel-esque story. So are we some sort of like Witch of the Woods type deal, or like a Baba Yaga type deal? Maybe. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. Can we eat raspberry? I don't know if that's an option. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear stirring of Blanket's arms and legs. Mariah looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Anatoly has bags under his eyes. This storm is too loud. Karen looks out of it. Oh my goodness. The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. Karen turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put, unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think we dropped it while we were running after Gregor. Uh-oh. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Mariah and Anatoly go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now? Well, we'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. The group stares at you. Uh-oh. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on fake optimism. Mariah is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Ooh, let's converse with Gregor. We're gonna talk to Gregor. And of course he's in the kitchen! Bruh. I keep getting into situations where I have no choice but to talk to the trumpets. Which I guess is a good thing. Because obviously they have a lot of story. But come on! Oh, hey. I know you already searched the kitchen. But I had to double check. A fool's errand. I wish everyone was in better spirits. It can't rain forever. Right? Rainfall in an area can last 2 weeks. You tell Gregor to stay strong. You know what? Thank you. Ah, look at him blush. Look at this himbo of a man blush. The group is really thankful for your kindness. Gregor blushes a little bit. I always wanted to be the one that kept everyone in good spirits. But it's obvious you do that much better. Gregor is looking at you fondly. You're sure Gregor will remember that. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Relationship is stronger. The rain is pounding hard against the wooden cabin, but at least none of it is getting inside. You tell Gregor to keep his spirits up and join the others. Oh, okay, we didn't talk to the trumpets. I thought we were going to. I just assumed we were in the kitchen, so I thought we would talk to them, but we didn't. Okay. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you.
They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off of it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. Slowly all five of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. Huh. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Day 6. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. It's still flooding. What are we going to do? Humans can live 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year. But do you really think it will rain that long? Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon? Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen? Or Anatoly in the living room? Let's speak with Anatoly. Oh, look at him! Look at him reading his book. Look at him, so cute. Anatoly is still paging through the book. Hey, you really should have been more careful with our emergency supplies. What were you thinking? I'm sorry, Anatoly. Apology accepted. Who could have predicted this much rain? You're sweet as a pound cake. Thank you. That's a little weird wording. You'll have to teach me that vegetable stew recipe when all this is over. You're sure Anatoly will remember that? I just realized, is the book he's reading upside down? Is it upside down? I think it's upside down. Your relationship is stronger. This book is a great distraction. Ah, computer. Very well written. Oh. You get the hint and leave Anatoly to himself. Yeah, why did he specifically say a pound cake? That's a little weird wording. Foreshadowing, maybe? Foreshadowing? Ooh, homegirl. Oh, and look at him. Gregor and Mariah are looking a little rough. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but... Oh, he's crying. It's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah. I used to swim all the time near my house, so I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. No. Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy. Let me go. Gregor, Sounds good to me. Karen? His arms are definitely the longest, so he'd probably the best at climbing trees out of all of us. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead. I got that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand, and the shortest will go outside to search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch links, so you can tell which is the biggest of one of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Karen? Will it be Yup. Looks like I got the shortest. Mariah. It's okay. She's dead. This isn't a death scene, I don't know what is. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there? Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen. Anatoly? Gregor. I'll keep us alive. I promise. Notice how she leaves us out. She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. Oh no, the achievement's called Dead to Me! No! That's so sad! Why is the achievement called that? No! You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking into the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it in like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wooden logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guests look behind her, and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out of their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch a glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake up in a cold sweat. Oh, that one was cool. That one was actually really cool. Day 7. The heck, are you Bigfoot or something? Ripping hole? I think we're like a witch or like a Baba Yaga type deal. Alright. Good morning. Oh, he's crying. Look at him. He's so sad. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So, what do we do now? Just wait? Karen. How long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor looked nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. Nope, Padme is making all the noises again. Hi, baby. Alright, go lay down. Thank you. Good girl. Alright. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? I don't think she's coming back. What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Ugh. I'm burping. Just a little bit. Karen, I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get into it. Why is my phone buzzing? Oh, that's why. Okay. We'll discuss it when we get to it. Nope, but... Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. I mean, we have a dead mouse, and we made a comment, this would be a great gift for Karen. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? Speak with Anatoly in the kitchen, talk with Karen in the bedroom, or chat with Gregor in the living room. Huh. Part of me wants to go to the kitchen for the chance to talk to the Chompettes, but another part of me wants to get more on Karen. So I don't know. I'm not too worried about Gregor. It's between the two. Let's go to the kitchen in hopes that we get to talk to the Chompettes. Hey. The kitchen definitely doesn't feel the same without Mariah. Her laugh, her smile. I never got to tell her how I felt about her. Oh, sweet baby boy. She'll be back, right? You nod. Yeah. I wish we had rationed better. You decided to distract Anatoly from his misery with an old story. There was once a villager who had to stock up supplies for the winter. He filled his house with a cow, a sack of grains from the field, and 92 buckets of water, mostly for the cow. He quickly ran out of room as the house wasn't very big. One day, the villager grew very sick. He knew he needed the life-giving milk from the cow to survive. But when he attempted to milk the cow, his grip was too weak to grasp her udders. In desperation, he began to boil the grains using his buckets of water. The cow cried out for food, but the villager could only afford to feed himself. Each night, the cries of the cows kept him awake, until one day he finally ran out of food. The villager crawled into bed, crying as the snow deepened outside. The cow's sad eyes stared at him. He wanted to comfort the cow, but he couldn't step over the buckets. He was too weak, too sick. The last thing he heard was the cow still crying out for food. One haunting noise to end his life. Anatoly looks horrified with your story. You leave him alone in the kitchen. Okay. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with bread and jam. I'd be fine with just strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill. It's underlined. I would kill for some vegetables right now. You would too. Oh no, there was a comma there. Can I back up? How do I do that? That has a comma. You would, comma, 2. You would. 2. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. Murmur. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. Oh no, but we're dreaming about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. In a completely different room. Day 8. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? I only have one option. But what? There's no food. But there's no food. Where'd this come from? Where'd this come from? That's a little sus. Where'd this come from? You take a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. What does that say? That's this. You cooked meat. What kind of meat? Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally... Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. I think we know where the meat came from. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? A downward spiral, you ate... Oh, no. You explain how the meat is stored securely hidden so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns, looking choked up. I was too weak. Left some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a couplet from the plate he knows, turning his back to the group as he devours it. They know. They know that's Mariah that they're eating. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? She's in on it. She's in on it somehow. Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you talk to? Anatoly's a little shaken up. Let's calm him down. You knock on the door first. Anatoly, you slowly open it. How did you get the body? That is the question. That is the question. I feel like we're gonna find out through a nightmare sequence. Thanks for checking on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where that meat came from. The less I know, the better. You nod. Thank you. You're sure? Oh, there's a dot. There's an ellipses there. You're sure Anatoly will remember that. That's a little sus. That's a little sus. The relationship is stronger. I feel like he's next dead. I feel like it's gonna be him, then Gregor, and then I think Karen's in on it somehow. You leave Anatoly and go tidy up some parts in the kitchen. We're gonna talk to the trumpets, 100%. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. Speaking of, hello. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. No chompettes? Really? That's interesting. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith. But he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then? You laugh. But then the rope comes out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying. So the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot picker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest, as the smells of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You awake in a cold sweat. The art's really cool, guys. Like, it spooked me at first, but now they're really cool. I really like them. Day 9. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible, but now it's gone. Good morning, big guy. Will Mariah make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something. Right? Oh! Hello. Hi. Bruh. I just feel like we need a moment to... Yeah. Yeah-huh. We're just gonna keep going on. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio. Why do you look pleased about that? Why do you look pleased? But that's just a broadcast. Right. Right. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. Oh, God. One step closer to Mariah. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging. Bring us... Oh! Why is... Okay, that was supposed to be... That one looks kind of derpy. That one doesn't even look scary. That one's just kind of derpy. Bring us another slab. So are we turning them into, like, Wendigos? That's what it reminds me of, is, like, Wendigos. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly. Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please, bring us more of that meat. You grab some meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it in squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster! It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside. Oh, Anatoly's next to die. Oh god. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. Talk about gaslight. We're gaslighting Anatoly right now. That's right, Anatoly. Please, help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. Oh, we are so killing him in his sleep. I just know it. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Oh, there's whispers. Something is approaching. Onion. Oh god. Hey! Onion? Don't be a crybaby. It's just me. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today? I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth? People actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There even was a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing in it. Anyways, you know what smells like raw onion left in a room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. Could smell you before I even came into the room. Onion! Yikes! So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Please? We don't need another one stalking in the hallways. tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You had the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think you've been using the mouse holes to get around? Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage on you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get her on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Later! Huh. I feel like we got a lot of something and a lot of nothing from that. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake up in a cold sweat. Nothing that time, okay. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in the corner. You wipe it up with a rag and to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? Oh no. The achievement I just got concerns me. I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was. Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Let's talk to the Chompettes. We've not talked to them other than Onion in a few days. So let's talk to the Chompettes. Forget the other guys. Probably could have saved Anatoly, but it's fine. None of the fun Chompettes are around. Thankfully, Potato has kept hidden this entire time. Potato! Hey, Potato! You're the interesting one. And nothing can we all call our own but death. Oh, I didn't even pay attention that Anatoly was in the basement. I just saw the Chompettes and immediately clicked. Well, that's interesting. Oh well. Can't go back. And nothing can we call our own but death. In that small model of barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you creeping up on me. I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Do you know which play it was from? It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. You take a wild guess. That's right. The Life and Death of King Richard II. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all the classics. Why did I stop? I can't turn the page with just my tongue. Hell, I can't even nudge a book off the bookshelf. Pathetic, right? You nod. Yeah. I've been watching your progress so far. And I must say, very strange choices. Even for someone like you. I've wondered why you're so accommodating for these four pitiful... For these four... Pity I didn't receive the same treatment. Oh well. Excuse my rambling. Are you here for another survival lesson? You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. Ahem. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. What happens? For starters, your brain starts craving glucose. But there's a good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking, and your livers have transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's books on the bookshelf that can explain all this for you. Anyway, ketone antibodies mimic glucose for the brain and provides about 2/3 of energy needed to function. Sounds pretty great, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. Using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your body, which can lead to ketoacidosis. Fun fact, there is a type of ketoacidosis that specifically diabetics can go through, and I have been through it twice, and it fucking sucks. It is it can be lethal. So this automatically has like goosebumps on my neck. I hate it. Yep, there it is. Hey, it's terrifying. But how do you know if you have ketoacidosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system. Your breath will smell something like fingernail polish, which smells like... I can't remember. No nose to smell now. But looking at your face, I bet your breath smells much worse. If only the Chompettes had something nice to say about you. Here, have another recipe. You unlocked Potato's recipe. I personally wouldn't make it, but you have a taste for things like this, don't you? You don't argue. Let's talk again, shall we? I won't be leaving here. Far too dangerous to go exploring right now. You shut the drawer and call everyone together for a meeting. Anatoly, little guy. You okay? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. I just did the wrong voice for her, but it's okay. Karen? Yes. Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Anatoly has left the cabin. Oh, he's so sad. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. I know, Shadow, but we don't get to choose. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear a scraping on the floor. Which one of you? Yep, there it is. Found ya. You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's that? The root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference. Get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all cost. Understood? Say nothing. You're fooling nobody with that act. You never had hearing loss. Let's go with the non-verbal answer, all right? Protect Gregor at all cost. Say nothing. Oh, does it say the same thing again? Yeah. Protect Gregor at all costs. What if I just keep saying the same answer? I'm just gonna keep saying it. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, that says the same thing. Never mind. You've never had hearing loss. Alright. I'm bound to get a different answer at some point, right? Fine. I'm gonna say no this time. Does everyone look like a snack to you? Oh. I'm not giving you a choice on this. Let's try that again. Protect Gregor at all cost. Fine, just leave me alone. You nod. It's the yeast you can do, right? You tell Bread that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today. I'll see you around. Bread hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Bread told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. This is talking about Anatoly. This is 100% talking about Anatoly, because he wears glasses. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. That's 100% talking about Anatoly. Day 11. Okay. I heard that. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or you found some meats? Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide you cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen. Oh, hello. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Yeah. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. Hi, Nitro. Anatoly just left the cabin, if you know what I mean. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anatoly are finally gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necromancy. Oh. Or, nope, that's not what that said. Oh, well, whatever. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take for you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know, Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip it into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let it work on him. Hi, baby. Why are you making noises and distracting me? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah? You being sassy? You being a sassy girl? Yeah? Alright. The request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what happens next. This is my first time, and I want it to be perfect. No. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. Oh, no. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor? Hi. Oh, no. Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me! Oh my god. This will be over soon, Gregor. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm not narrating this. Gregor has turned silent. Alright. I feel like this is a really bad place to end it, but I do need to go for the night. Yes, I want to overwrite that save. Oh, God. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I need to get off for the night. I hate that that's where we have to end it, because I felt like we were getting to almost the end, but I got other things I need to go do. So, y'all have a good night. I hope you have a good... Or, hang on, let's put it on the ending soon first. It was really good. I really like this game. But I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I will see you lovely people next time. Bye-bye.